Hello, everyone. My name is Richard Wolfe, and today I stand before you not as a politician, but not as a public figure, but as a citizen. One who has been challenged for the last 2 years of my life for challenging a decades-old system that has drained our community's resources, silenced our voices, and weaponized intimidation against those who dare to speak. I was served papers by a developer in what the Texas Press Association rightly called an intimidation lawsuit. So I've chosen to let the courts, agencies, and lawyers proceed as they will, but I will not back down, and I will not be bullied. I will not respond to anything that seeks to silence free speech or punish truth-telling. Many asked me, some have demanded that I release records I possess. Let me be clear, guys. The research I've conducted was done on my own time, with my own resources. No one is paying me. I have no agenda but that of grave public concern. We stand at a crossroads between what was and what must become. And with any change comes setbacks. We all know that. Many disappointments I have faced personally. And yes, betrayal. I know that too well. But it is a part of growth. I hold no contempt to individuals. I hold firm to truth. Let me speak plainly about recent threats to my family's safety and mine as well. When a masked gunman pulled up in front of City Council meeting on a Thursday, I made a public post, yet our local police, local PD department did not inquire, did not investigate, did not even acknowledge the incident. That silence raises serious questions. Through metadata and internal communications, I uncovered evidence that the city of Palacios hired a private investigative firm to monitor me and my family. This is troubling. Documents revealed that the city officials authorized the firm to ping, and I quote, Mr. Wolfe's IP address. There are allegations, folks, of large sums paid to this firm, not just for surveillance, but for campaign tactics that mirror foreign interference strategies. Whether hoax or not, these are the same tactics used to destabilize democracy. I didn't even know this firm existed or such a thing existed until I came into possession of these documents. And just days ago, I learned that an individual or individuals in my life, some of whom signed NDAs, have been coordinated with city officials. This is not speculation, this is documented. Regardless of how you feel about me, guys, or about Charlie Kirk's politics, I watched the assassination of that man, and I felt the weight of fear, not just for myself, but for my mother who stood beside me that day. I asked myself, if she hadn't been there on that Thursday evening, would I have been gunned down? Surveillance of citizens, folks, is a violation of democratic principles. Friend, it's a violation of state and federal law. When I submitted a public records request to the city, to the city months ago, I received cherry-pick irrelevant communication. The city attorney contested my requests, citing client privileges. That same attorney threatened me in an email stating that she and her firm, along with human resources, and our city would investigate me. The timeline of communication, the metadata, and the documents I've uncovered point not to mere allegation, but to definitive proof of violations of First Amendment, violations of the Fourth Amendment, and violations of our very trust. I am not afraid. I am not alone. I am not done. I am grateful for the life that God has given me. I am grateful for the strength to stand for truth. I am grateful for every person who has refused to look away and has ever been a part of such tactics that have been used against both my family and myself. This is not just my fight. This is our fight. We must demand transparency, but better yet, we must demand that the truth be told and those involved be held accountable. We must protect our families. We must protect our institutions and hold them accountable. And we must never, never let intimidation win. Psalms 126:5 says, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy." I have sown in tears, but I have walked and still walk in somewhat of a betrayal, silence and surveillance. But I believe in the harvest. I believe in the joy that comes when truth is no longer buried, when justice is no longer delayed, and when the people of Matagorda County and this nation rise not in fear, but in faith. Like a tree planted by the water, I will not be moved. Though storms may come and shadows fall, I will stand, not for vengeance, but for vision. Not for power, but for principle. Not for myself, but for every voice that was told to be quiet and chose instead to speak. I will never give up. I will never relent, and I will never stop pursuing justice. Not just for myself, but for every voice that has been silenced, every truth that has been buried, and every citizen who still believes that democracy is worth defending. Thank you. God bless you. Richard Wolfe, checking out.